Hi guys, I want to share with you what I eat in a day. I saw a lot of comments sometimes on my posts, sometimes when I use protein shakes, and sometimes I get some comments saying if I even actually eat or how is my diet or something like that. And I want to be clear, I want to share with you what I actually do to keep my diet healthy and still able to eat and not feeling or like feeling hungry or craving for desserts or sweets or something like that, because of course I like sweets, but I eat in a healthy way, which is possible. I am vegan, so my diet is all about plant-based. I say plant-based because for some really strict vegan, they don't use some sort of products like honey and other bee products like bee wax, bee pollen, and not only in food but actually in topics. But I call this diet, what I do, plant-based, so not. But for a lot of people, it is vegan because I don't eat anything related with animal product. Alright, so what I do, I do meal prep. I used to go to grocery every week, but because of the virus, COVID, I started doing grocery once a month. And I thought it would be impossible to make a meal prep for the whole month, but actually it is possible. Every week I have already a different type of meals that I'll be making for all the week. So I start like for lunch, I'll make sure the first week of the month I have same lunch and same dinner, and then for the second week a different lunch, different dinner, and go for it. I don't count calories or anything, but portion, it is important as well if you're looking for lose weight. So my portion is very simple. I always have grains or beans during lunch and dinner, and that portion matters. I always have half cup for lunch, half cup for dinner, and that could be any grains: quinoa, brown rice, farro, buckwheat groats, or beans, edamame, black beans, pinto beans. Sometimes I just have grains for lunch, and then at night I have beans, or I mix for lunch. I love mixing sometimes quinoa and black beans, or black beans and edamame, and then at night grains. For breakfast, normally I keep some people like half cup of oats dry. I normally use a quarter cup of dry oats, and I use homemade nut milk. And normally it depends how you're doing the dish. If you're using a half cup of oats, you can use 1 cup of nut milk. If you want to split it this portion, you can. And then because I like to add more fruits, more nuts, so that's kind of balanced. Or sometimes I have smoothies bowls, which they are always my favorite. Normally I have more fruits in the morning because I like it. Some people don't want everyday sweets, so you can have maybe grains for the morning. They have like this amazing vegan scrambled eggs. It's made with chickpeas, and you can use a slice of bread. You can even have a slice of bread, 2 slices of bread with avocado, which is one of my favorite. I do my homemade bread as well. I keep gluten-free and vegan, and I have some recipes on my food page which you can check. Everything I do, I have recipes, but basically it's very simple. For lunch I always have greens, arugula, kale, spinach, and then I just play around with veggies, or something like carrots, cucumbers, radish, tomatoes. You just switch it up so you never get bored, and try to find some new grains or something different. Now, sometimes I like to mix quinoa and some fruits together with lettuce. And dinner, I normally always have more hot food. So normally for my lunch is always more like a salad, and at night I like something more consistent. So I also have grains, half cup again, and veggies, roasted veggies. They are one of my favorites, which is my first week. It's basically like that, salads and then roasted veggies with grains. My second week, I like Buddha balls for lunch, and at night I have my vegan burgers. You can find the recipe. I use collard greens as a wrap. For my husband, he likes with the bread, so I make bread with them. And the third week, I love doing for dinner. Lunch kind of the same idea, just change grains, salad, stuff. For dinner, I like to have stuffed potatoes, so normally that's what I'm gonna do. And I have for 2 days ganache with sweet potatoes or sometimes purple potatoes. You find the recipe on my page. And the last week of the month, I keep for things that actually they keep longer. Like for my lunch, normally I have pumpkin. As pumpkins, you can leave it outside and it will keep for longer. And then for dinner, I normally have pasta, gluten-free pasta. You can find amazing pastas made with chickpea, black beans, edamame, mung beans. They have a lot of source of protein, and you can make with vegan mac and cheese. The cheese I make with cashews, and they have also recipes on my food page. Or you can just have a normal tomato sauce with some mushrooms, salted mushrooms and onions. So that's basically what I do for the whole month. And the fruits, of course, the first week I like to overnight oats, and I use the fresh fruits. I know fruits normally you go bad if you don't use, so I freeze. And I always portion what I'm gonna use for smoothie bowl, so then it's easy. I just grab one package and I already put all the fruits that I need. And normally it's always like bananas or berries, sometimes even orange. I like to mix again for my smoothies, veggies and fruits together, and maybe some greens sometimes. Well, but everything you can find on my food page. I hope you guys can get inspired. And I've been vegan now as a plant-based diet for I would say probably 3 years, and I'm doing pretty amazing. And if you're looking to lose weight, I would recommend. It's an amazing diet. It is pretty healthy and it's good for the environment. I feel great about it, and I also have a lot of energy. And between my meals, I do have snacks. And I'm a very sweet person, and I love chocolates, and I do have chocolates. If you go on my food page, you're gonna see a lot of kind of look like desserts, but they're pretty healthy. I like to use dates to make it very like the sweet, or coconut sugar, maple syrup. And now I get some protein, which is good because I've been working out. I work out every morning, I do. And in the afternoon, I go for a run around 20 minutes. Actually, on Sundays, I take a break. So I go to the beach or I do something that is not so just exercise. And of course, right now I can do that every day, but when you're in routine and it's, rush and everything, that's why meal prep, it is good for you, because then you have your containers, and if you have to go work, you don't have to worry what to eat. You just bring with you your food, and you even snacks, everything. So it's very separated. And for snacks, some easy ideas: an apple and almond butter, or celery, peanut butter, or a handful of mixed nuts and dry fruits. But I have amazing ideas, easy things that you can do at home. Even sometimes I make brownies or the blondies using a can of garbanzo or black beans. It is possible, and it tastes amazing. So I hope you guys actually liked it, and I'm gonna show my first week how I do my daily meal prep, and that's what I eat in a day.